Mary Eng, and it's Saturday, June 4th, 11:44. I'm now going to read a letter called Open Letter to COAB Spud Feuless on Racially Bullying David Keefe Davis. Peace out and apologize is my indie media marker. Okay, so I also sent this in to Rosenbaum and Watson LLP, Rosenbaum Watson LLP at Gmail, as well as Brad A. Taylor at portlandoregon.gov, who is the disability coordinator for accessibility and ADA accommodation requests. It says, Dear Bud Feuless, subject, open letter to COAB Bud Feuless on racially bullying David Keefe Davis. Dear Bud Feuless and Portland Community Oversight Accountability Board, it has been an honor to offer my observations for the DOJ and attempt to advocate for vulnerable persons victimized by police brutality. The singular purpose of this letter is to address the claims of David Keefe Davis surrounding what he perceives to be cyberbullying of an insensitive nature. I take these allegations very seriously. I have seen screenshots of the offending Facebook posts, and I do not like the way Facebook can bring out the worst in humanity. It is my firm conviction that the remaining leadership of COAB must issue an apology for the bullying and issue a directive for expected community-building behavior. Perhaps a robust discussion of Facebook free speech can also include ideas about how Jewish Americans feel impacted by unfair and untrue allegations of being a skinhead or in any other way a white supremacist. As a child, I felt absorbed by Jewish culture. I felt like I was Jewish in a past life. About 2009, I began to suspect the link to my great-grandmother's hidden identity. I began to wear small symbols of my affiliation and immediately faced an anti-Semitic backlash from friends who I never expected to be bigoted. I lost 3 friends overnight. It was such a learning experience. After confirming a few centuries of likely Jewish ancestors on Grandpa Eng's mother's side, the Stahl, Schaeffer, Kissinger, Kensinger, on April 13th, 2016, I celebrated this good news with much joy. The May 13th, 2016 meeting surrounding David Keefe Davis's feelings of being bullied online by you to both misdiagnose his racial identity and accuse him of the most abhorrent kinds of skinhead ideology impacted me very hard. I no longer feel safe at COAB if I believe a COAB internet ninja will be bullying me to punish me for trying to be a good citizen. I feel that David Keefe Davis's privacy has been breached by forcing him to admit an identity which could result in future discrimination. No one should be forced into such a confession in such appalling circumstances. One of my best bosses taught me an important lesson. Apologize. So much can happen with an apology. Windows open, the energy clears, we can move forward. Hurt feelings begin to heal. I urged you to resign in the wake of this personal vendetta and racial bullying of a Jewish person on Facebook. I also immediately expected the COAB leadership to acknowledge the wrong, apologize, and clarify the COAB's role inspiring confidence and community building, not shattering it. The leadership crisis at COAB has led to a glaring omission of apology, so excruciating to me that I have felt compelled to apologize on behalf of the Portland police reform community and disclose my personal German Jewish great-grandma's roots, which were suppressed to avoid anti-German sentiment in World War I and anti-Jewish sentiment in World War II. I share this openly and with joy, but I don't expect that everybody should be forced to do this. This is COAB, not a racial inquisition or a genealogy project. My concerns I immediately voiced to the DOJ. We can do better. Whether you step down or not, or ever admit the serious racialized bullying, or admit it as an honest mistake, despite the unfair approach to bullying citizens to deter their participation in civic engagement, please let it be known. Number 1, I am disappointed that COAB refuses to address the screenshot evidence and take accountability for bullying misconduct. On a human level, this atmosphere of denial, cover-up, blaming, and demeaning David Keefe Davis is not productive. It is actually creating a hostile environment to enact an illegal constructive discharge of a citizen volunteer. I will be the first to admit his verbal communication strategy could benefit from more pleases and thank yous and excuse me, please. I do not think a victim of bullying of such a severe and painful nature, awakening deep trauma about Holocaust pogroms and historical crime of genocide, needs to be polite about the bullying. COAB is not a hate organization. Number 6, Jewish people are not excluded from participating in COAB. There should be no implicit or explicit attack on personal, ethnic, or religious or genetic makeup. Number 7, this is completely unfair, and the longer COAB ignores and whitewashes the abuse, the longer the injury festers. Number 8, a special meeting to address COAB members' private online bullying in the context of professional goals may help us create a solution. Number 9, I would like to hear a variety of legal opinion on how COAB members can demonstrate ethical operations and promote an atmosphere of inclusivity. Number 10, the restrictions on filming and video streaming are plainly unconstitutional and un-American, and so ludicrous as to have shone a spotlight on the bad management of the COAB and false information leading to the oppression, restriction, harassment, and stigmatization of the new media community who film for the public good. Number 11, anyone who volunteers their time to record, document, or anthologize the COAB should be awarded highest esteem, laurels, praise, and thanks for their dedication to the police reform movement and the constitutional values upheld by the Department of Justice. I can tell you from personal experience, filming meetings and making inspirational media content is frequently a thankless task, demands hours of attention and self-sacrifice. I would like to personally recognize and thank all our citizen volunteers who make a valuable contribution to the security and functionality of the COAB by filming and documenting. Number 13, the constitutional right to film the meetings is also a critical component of Americans with Disability, ADA accessibility options, putting COAB content into the hands of homebound disabled Americans. The more formats, edits, and filming styles, the better. Number 14, our critical new media COAB base is a key aspect of the COAB's role as a pilot program to inspire other reforms in other cities under DOJ review, such as Ferguson. Number 15, let's not be shy about the good COAB could do, and let's share it with the world. Number 16, if you, but Feuless, feel that David Keefe Davis owes you an apology for the vocal tone or the words he used to denounce your accusation he is a racist skinhead, he may be able to say he is sorry for not sugarcoating it. Number 17, regardless of who apologizes for which perceived wrong, it is important to restore the faith of the public in the COAB, as this tolerance for bullying Jewish people with the worst possible kind of insult struck me as a hate crime, which is being pushed under a rug. Number 18, I want to personally apologize for not being present in person, but thank you for the video, film, and media participation, which has allowed me to study COAB from a distance. Number 19, thank you for all the good work COAB has done. Please feel free to be completely honest with me as to why this standoff has gone on so long, without a simple brokering of peace, reconciliation, goodwill, and compassion. Sincerely, Mary Ang, and I note that I do not currently have Bud Feuless's email and would appreciate any help getting this message to him.